Implementation overview. How we set up the evaluation. The first thing we ask you to do is identify a group of target learners. We then use the What Work Teachers platform to randomly allocate these into intervention and control group. Both groups will complete the pre-assessment spelling test. Then the intervention group will receive the spelling strategy over the next 6 weeks, while the control group will continue with business as normal. And at the end of the 6 weeks, both groups will complete the post-assessment test, which is the same as the pre. You will input the data into the platform and generate an impact report. If this proves to be promising, then the control group can then receive the intervention. Planning. Step 1. Identify a group of learners to participate in the evaluation from the same year group. Step 2. Identify 50 challenging words from the National Curriculum Guidance. These will be introduced by 10 new spellings over 5 weeks. 6th week will be a consolidation, and then select 20 words to use as a pre- and post-assessment task. We do provide guidance in the resource folder on this. Please note that the number of words depends on your school's expectations for the number of words taught per week. The minimum is 10 words per week, and this will create a list of 50 words for 5 weeks, the final week being a consolidation. Whilst we advise that you use the DFE spellings, you can use the different spellings if these are from your school's existing schemes of work and you follow the same process. A minimum of 50 words are selected, with 20 of these words being used for your pre- and post-assessment. Step 3. Using the trial wizard on the What Work Teachers platform, randomly assign the learners to the intervention and the control group. Moving on to the implementation. Step 4. Complete the pre-assessment spelling test with both the intervention and control group, record the marks in the Excel tracker, and then input these into the pre-test on the trial wizard. Step 5. For the intervention group, deliver the targeted intervention. This variation of the look, say, cover, write, check incrementally introduces the words in short sessions throughout the week. You can decide how often these are, but you basically gradually incrementally introduce the words to the learners. The control group will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. At the end of the 6 weeks, complete the post-assessment spelling test, which is the same as the pre, to both the intervention and the control group. Again, record the marks in the Excel tracker and then input these into the post-test on the trial wizard. You will then be able to analyze the results and complete a short process evaluation. So the intervention focuses on Year 3 pupils. It's delivered by a teaching assistant in small groups. It can be set as homework. This variation of the look, say, cover, write, check incrementally introduces the words in short sessions throughout the week, and you have the discretion to decide how many sessions you will do, whether it be daily or whether it be a couple of times a week. Each session will take approximately 5 to 10 minutes. So the intervention is the look, say, cover, write, check as a method of spelling where children study a word, say the word aloud clearly, pay attention to the spelling, cover it up with a piece of paper or their hand, write the spelling next to the original word, check their version to see if they got it right, and write the correct spelling again if necessary. This version of the strategy emphasizes reading and saying the word aloud to help connect the written and spoken word. How to select the spellings. The DFE National Curriculum provides guidance on expected spellings for Year 3. You can please use this to create a list of 50 words that you will select for the intervention. If you already have your spellings decided in your scheme of work and these align with the DFE, this is fine. Each week, the learners will practice at least 10 new words using the look, say, cover, write, check spelling strategy. In the resource folder, you will find a template. You will also find a one-page guidance document for creating the assessment, and then an FAQs. In the resource folder, we also include a tracking spreadsheet, which allows you to link an anonymized learner in your class to a learner on the platform. Finally, some key considerations. Logistics need to be considered before using a targeted spelling strategy as an intervention. Time is a suitable time for the delivery in the school day. Location is a suitable location. Reminders on the day of the intervention. Can learners be reminded about the session? Resources. Do you need to print off templates before? And will you link this to rewards? So logistical barriers are often common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. The assessment. The outcome measure is defined by the pre and post assessment spelling test. The assessment is marked out of 20 and is the same for both the pre and the post assessment. As both the control and intervention groups receive the same assessment, familiarity with this should not bias the effect size. And then some final guidance. Complete the assessment under test conditions. Allow approximately 10 to 15 minutes for this. Provide an example of the word in a sentence for each spelling. And then make sure you record the pre and post assessment scores on your tracking spreadsheet and then on the platform. The next step is to download the research protocol and the resource folder, and then move on to the trial wizard.